Hi beautiful souls, Karita here again with another healing video for you. So today's video is for shame. Now it's such a insidious feeling that comes through. You know, shame is wrapped up in so many things, and it's usually the underlying reason behind a lot of otherwise negative behaviors that get expressed into the world. It's actually because there's a part of us that is stuck in a sense of shame around something. So it's my hope that if you feel any shame around something, that this healing will help shift that. I know from a higher perspective, like the guides always tell me all the time with clients that, you know, there is nothing that is, needs forgiving. Even though we might go through experiences that we don't like and that are really hard for us, there are sort of like soul lessons and contracts at work there. If anyone's interested in learning more about some of those difficult soul lessons, I highly recommend a book called Your Soul's Purpose by Robert Schwartz, or The Journey Home by Kryon. It's Kryon. They can really help you understand this concept of soul contracts and what they call pre-birth planning in Robert's terms. Robert's book actually is fantastic because it goes through some really devastating stories, like real world client stories of, addiction, accidents, all sorts of things, bad relationships, and yeah, it's quite a fascinating insight. So please know that even though you may blame yourself for something or can't forgive yourself for something, from the spirit's eyes, it's okay. There is nothing that needs to be forgiven. If anything, it's just you need to forgive yourself because you didn't know any better. And I think that's a important thing to remember in relation to anything you feel bad about. Is I'm sure you weren't being, maliciously intent to cause harm. You were doing the best thing you knew at the time with the coping skills and the communication skills and the behavioral coping skills that you had at the time. I think very few people are, doing things to be malicious or like in really bad. Everyone just is reacting from a kind of a wounded place, essentially. And so that's where the shame, our wounding is causing the behavior on the outside, which hurts others. But it's actually there's a lot of shame then behind that as well. So that is my hope for you, whether you are someone who is lashing out at other people or you have been on the receiving end of that sort of impact. So this is my healing for you guys. All right. So setting an intention to receive this healing and allowing yourself just a couple of moments to start to slow down the breath, dropping into the space. You might like to close your eyes or leave them open. And just starting to notice the rise and fall of your chest as you're breathing in and out. Allowing your breath to slow down a little with each inhalation, getting slower and slower. As I call upon our guardian angels, galactic friends, ancestors who are well, willing and able to support you in the here and now. We welcome all the beautiful beings of the highest frequency and highest light to be by your side in this moment. We invite them to be by your side now to help you release any sense of shame and all the other associated feelings and memories that might come up related to this shame. Be that shame that is directly attached to you and your life, your parents, grandparents, or ancestors going back generations. We welcome the body's ability to be open to receive this energy from the highest frequency light beings. As we welcome through the Ascended Masters, of all the religions, both known and unknown, some that are long lost to time. E talara namashata on karamasatachi era namatikete o takasayasha e hanahun herana sitikela totoranama e kisikyoranamote shetapata akaranama sikela kate so o karanama shataranametikeranama. As we work through generations of shame, generations of conditioning and programming, Kurana lehana shieta kurana masa, orana masa, orana masa, erana sikirana kurana masa, orana masa, ora masa. We want you to know that you are deeply loved regardless. Norana masha, muramasha, muramasha. And we wish you to remember that love. You were once strongly connected to this love. And the Ascended Masters and Angels now bestow this love upon you, hoping that you'll remember it. Arana, at a deep cellular level. Sending this love through the generations of your being. Just allowing yourself to take deep breaths. With every out breath, releasing all that is not yours to carry. Asha, asha, asha. Skikara, skikara, skikara. Dokolara namashete. Iara namasara namasatara. Ikara namashi kere de kera tokora namasiera. As we now reach through your genetic bloodline, through all your generations of ancestors, and we clear out any shame that each generation has carried and stored. See a beautiful golden light now coming down into your body. I'm going to be sending this out now in front of you, as if you're standing in front of your parents, sending that light to your parents. Behind them are their parents, And that gold light moves through your parents, into your grandparents, so on and so forth, through the generations, spreading out in a huge beam of light through every generation, just releasing every generation of any shame and darkness they were carrying. Shoo, 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 shoo. Tika 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 Tarata tokurata siti tika 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 su. Now we welcome in a beautiful, soft pink light to enter into your body. It's almost like pink fairy floss, or it's a candy floss in some countries. It's like this beautiful light pink. Cotton candy, I think it's also called. Letting that beautiful energy just come into your body, and then sending that out now into your parents and grandparents and great-grandparents and so on and so forth. Letting that beautiful soft pink light now just come into your body and out to the generations. So we're sending beautiful love and healing light to all that has come before you. They were all doing the best they could at the time. They had their own challenges, their own demons. They made a lot of mistakes. We send them all love, acknowledging that they did the best they could with whatever little they had to hand. Aranamasa, aramasa, aramasa. And we acknowledge that that is their story to carry, and they can choose to release that or not, but it doesn't come into you anymore. It is not yours to carry. From this day forward, you are not allowing their story to filter down through the generations into you. Ora namasa ishatarana shatarne shatarno satarlokran ora malara ora namara ora namara. Now we're shifting the focus from generational shame to your lifetime. Just helping to clear your physical and energetic body in this reality of all interfering energies that don't belong to you. We welcome in a beautiful crystalline light now to come down into your body, filling up the whole of your body, seeing your body become this beautiful, like almost like ice or crystal, like a clear quartz crystal. You're just glinting like a diamond. This light, almost like a diamond-esque light, glinting in your whole body. This beautiful, really high frequency light just coming into your body, cleansing, clearing, and releasing anything that is not yours to carry. and allowing you to release any sense of shame that you may be feeling around something. Ora namasa, ora mas. Because you are now connected to this divine sense of love, understanding that this situation that happened for a reason. And you may not know the reason yet, and that's okay. But it's not because you're a good or a bad person. It's no judgment on who you are as a person. It is what it is because it is what it is. It's not a judgment on who you are at all. Not in the eyes of the source creator. It is not a judgment. So we now seal that energy into your body, allowing this beautiful crystalline high frequency light to start to integrate into every cell in your body, to the auric field, many layers of the auric field. As we invite protection and for this healing to continue over the coming days, letting it slowly and gently integrate into your being, helping it to release all that is needed to be released over the coming days. And allowing your body to recalibrate to a new sense of being, a new sense of lightness of being. We give thanks to all the beautiful beings that came through for you today. We're deeply grateful. We thank all the ancestors as well, and the ascended masters, everyone who came through, and we send them all now back to their levels, back to their levels, back to their levels. As we also send you now back to your level, back to your level, back to your level. Closing off the portal of light. I invite you now to take deep breaths in, remembering where you are, moving the body gently, letting yourself open your eyes when you're ready. Right, so go gently with that one, my dear friends, because that can bring up a lot. I know when I was working with the ancestral stuff there, I just saw basically a massive, pyramid shape of people in front of me. So I'm hoping that whoever that resonated with, hopefully that's helped to start clear and shift things that you may be carrying that aren't even yours to start with. It's, generations worth of things. That's quite common. I think for a lot of people, especially at this time, there's a lot of, everyone in their ancestry either has basically someone who's been a colonizer or has been colonized. We've, as much as we have lovers and givers in the ancestry, we've also got victims and perpetrators. So everyone is carrying some sense of that, and sometimes those cycles can perpetuate over many, many generations, because there's something there that we're just, in that family unit, there is some lesson there, karmic lesson potentially being played out. It's not fun to be stuck in that. So I send you much love, and I hope this healing really helps shift that energy that you've been carrying into a much more positive place, because you are so deserving of it. Right, my friends. Before I go, the thing at the end there about judgment. Remember, judgment is a human construct from the divine, and from the other side, there is no such thing as good and bad, right and wrong, any of that. It is what it is, because it's just energy. Energy doesn't judge. I've done a post about this on my show a while ago, but I might have to do a video on it as well to explain it a bit more. So, but just remember that judgment is a human construct, not from beyond the energetic realms. All right. With that, I will leave you and wish you well. Okay. Bye.